And speaking of resets, will we see one? Is Glutonny ready to climb the hill of winning 2 sets here against Vreyvus in the grand finals? Only time will tell. We're going to go to Pokemon Stadium 2. The very comfortable starter stage for a lot of players in this game. Vreyvus' set in winners finals also began here versus Light. Let's see how it pans out for these two. So far, completely untouched. But all Glutonny needs is a couple openings, and you see just how hard he can steamroll his opponents.
Yeah, especially against a big character like Ridley. Wario would just bully him once he gets the hit. Thankfully, though, Ridley does have an advantage of multiple jumps, so even if his jump is caught, he does have a spare one. Damage coming out from Gluto. Incredibly low with that recovery. Ridley out of jumps. He'll be able to make it back though.
And Gluto has built this back in a big way. What started with him not even landing a single %, I mean, not for too long, but a great opening for Vreyvus has turned into a solid lead. Okay, I think he wanted the bike. Yeah, just wanted to run off and get the bike on stage.
Space Pirate Rush, and there we go. A lot of people aren't ready for that. When you get out of the Space Pirate Rush, you are actually even in terms of frame advantage, but no one's ready to shield the jab that the Ridley always goes for.
Yeah, that usually works out quite well for the Ridley players. Oh, eating the fireballs, but of course there are many more on the way to continue damaging Wario. Oh, and I thought he missed the tech chase, but it was all a ruse. Vreyvus still dangerously close here. Yep, and look at that shield melting.
Back air, such a powerful move from Ridley. Relatively quick as well.
Down tilted chomp, man, so dangerous. He's going to have to go for the side B. Yes, he's
out jumps, and the wing blitz not far enough, but Glutonny also SDing that stock. I think he's willing to go for that trade considering how much damage he was on.
Oh, and the up taunt from Ridley too. Gotta love it. Here in the first game of the first set in Grands. Glutonny off to a great start, a full stock ahead and counting. Let's see though, Ridley, another character who can really snowball one hit into many, and a ton of damage as well from each individual hit. He's going to retreat to the platform with that air dodge. Okay, but Glutonny all over him either way. This man's struggles are unmatched nearly.
Just the conservative gameplay from Vreyvus at the moment is so good.
Looks like he's trying to figure Glutonny out on the fly, right?
Yeah.
Just try to take his time, but a dangerous game to be playing against Wario, someone who you want to squeeze the life out of as quickly as possible.
Yeah, this character, Wario, is one that's often seen as kind of like an anti-camping character because of that waft. Such a potent threat that happens there all the time, and there it is, taking game 1 with a 2-stock finish.
Very solid here from Glutonny. Oh, okay, so I've just been informed, we've just been informed that Vreyvus is an exclusive Wi-Fi player.
Wow.
Yeah, this man does not even go to locals. So is this his first in real life tournament? He only goes to majors. Okay. Jesus. Okay, wow. So this man has developed all of his skill online. So if you guys are, in an isolated region, if you live far away from a nearby Smash scene, then you know what? Don't lose hope. You could still play online, find some very talented opponents, like Vreyvus himself even. As the saying goes, Wi-Fi is the strongest region. It is, yes, for sure. And, I'm personally a bit averse to it. I feel like I've never gotten a connection that truly matches offline play, but hey, it's working out for this guy. It worked out for many legendary Smash players in the past, Buzz, Anti among them. Nairo even got a lot of his first experience on Wi-Fi. So let's see how he's able to stack up compared to Glutonny, who's been attending in real life for so long. Ever since he was pretty young, but now Ridley once again with the early control. We saw a very similar thing in game 1, but Glutonny was just able to snowball his lead. The directional air dodge, not going to get caught there, but Vreyvus with a close call here on Unova Pokemon League. And I think Glutonny has kind of understood what he needs to do in order to really win this set. He needs to isolate Vreyvus to the corners and then harass him from there, because it becomes very difficult for Ridley to really get anything started when he's stuck in the corner like that. Okay, gonna get the chomp through the spot dodge, just holding it. Oh, double forward all the way out. Yes, not enough drift on that up B, and Glutonny gonna seize the first stock yet again. No more games for this man. No more close calls, no more deep comebacks. He is in full killer mode right now. Oh, down tilt, gonna get avoided. Vreyvus responding with neutral airs. Oh, and that forward smash not quite safe from that spacing. Generally, you have to depend on the shield push.
Yeah, he had charged it a tiny bit too long there. Had he released a little bit earlier, that would have been Glutonny's stock. That forward smash, of course, exceptionally strong.
And maybe that was the Wi-Fi timing.
Maybe.
Either way, Vreyvus still fighting from behind here, trying to claim this first KO, but he's going to fall just short with that Space Pirate Rush.
Yes.
And that's a waft from Wario to respond right in front of him.
That Space Pirate Rush, of course, having a ton of end lag. Very, very powerful move if he's able to connect, but very, very punishable as well. And once again, a 3-stock-to-1 deficit for Vreyvus.
Ridley just looks like he throws the bike so effortlessly.
Ooh, he's trying some of Glutonny's own tricks, dropping off the ledge, but that huge forward smash. Finally, stuck on the board.
And Glutonny just going to sit on the Angel platform for as long as possible, build some more gas.
And once again, Vreyvus off stage, really, really having a hard time versus the various buttons of Wario.
I love the angle he chose to get in there with that bike, too, just going right over Ridley's head, kind of at a 45. Oh, man, so many close calls right there, but each of them just brushing right past each other. This is looking quite rough for Vreyvus, though.
And once again, his jumps have gone, and that will be his stop.
Oh.
But the waft for good measure. Glutonny sending a message.
Man, that was hard to watch for sure. And we are close to a reset here, folks. Glutonny, the favorite to take the tournament. Vreyvus, as we said before, the dark horse, the Wi-Fi warrior. But just as Glutonny has gathered data in many of his matches by dropping a couple games, not intentionally or anything, right? But, you know, sits and processes it and makes it really meaningful. Vreyvus could be doing the same thing, and he's got a set to play with.
I think the tricky thing here is that both as Ridley and as Bowser, if he were to try to switch things up to the Bowser, which it seems like he's going for right now, you know, actually they're abused in a lot of the same ways. If Bowser is stuck off stage, he doesn't have that extra jump from Ridley. All he has is his up B. So he's got to be really careful, but we hear the boozer chants from the Scandinavians.
The one key thing that Bowser does have in this matchup is a much more reliable recovery, though, both horizontally and somewhat vertically. Obviously, Ridley goes further, but still, side B is Ridley's only option to recover horizontally if he's below the edge or if he's facing forward. Obviously, he can do the turn backward.
Oh, the fire breath racking up so much damage. He racked up about at least 50 from just 2 fire breaths. Yeah,
that move does quite a bit of damage, I'd say.
It's kind of nuts.
But Glutonny able to tack on nearly just as much off so few openings. The forward smash nearly costing Vreyvus
him right there. But Bowser does have a lot of kill power behind his swings. He can even this up pretty quickly if he gets the right hit.
It's just a matter of landing that hit against such a mobile character as Wario. And like you said, Viram, not a very large character given his weight. So pinning him down into those key spots is going to be the name of the game for Vreyvus here.
That said, though, at least Bowser does have the speed and mobility to try and contest that himself. Oh, double up tilt, triple up tilt, 4, 5, 6!
I think that was 6 up tilts.
That was 6 up tilts.
Looking like Toon Link. Oh, and that down air is so dangerous. If he manages to trade, generally will cost Bowser his life. If he gets the clean hit, hey, just keep on doing it.
Oh, and just a little bit short on the recovery. That is such a shame. And again, as I said, oh, that would be death.
Yeah, that frame 5, I believe, command grab?
6.
6, okay.
On both the ground and in the air. That's a change, of course, from Smash 4.
Fastest grab in the game, tied with the smaller characters' normal grabs.
Yeah.
Glutonny just throwing these hitboxes out at the ledge. I feel like he's getting a little bit laissez-faire here.
And then neutral attacking on a lot of damage, especially if he's able to land all the hits.
Vreyvus just trying to find an opening, but oh, wow. Okay, that's one way to do it. Unfortunately, it doesn't pan out, despite the extension on the bike. And this is getting real bad, real fast for Vreyvus, man. It's been bad since the beginning, other than those few fire breaths that got him a solid lead.
Who tries to drag him down with the chomp. That would have, of course, been the end of the game, but Vreyvus still hanging in there.
Okay, high enough that he's still able to mash the up B enough to get to the edge. Oh,
trying to go all the way and goes a little bit too deep. Now you don't want to fight a max rage Bowser. This is a terrifying character. A couple of strong hits and he will be back in this game. Fire breath. Look at that, look at that. 34% on the fire breath. Up B.
Jesus. And if you're watching,
all he needs is a good read, but the down tilt to dash stack. Still alive! Bowser with that heavy weight, the heaviest character in all of Smash. Still alive once again. But the back air is enough, and that'll be a grand finals reset for Glutonny.
You could see the stark change in expression in Glutonny's face as soon as he SD'd that second stock.
Yes.
He went from, okay, I'm comfortable right now, to, all right, it's all business from this point forward. And getting the 3-0, he's in a good spot. He's got the momentum. Feels like he's probably figured Vreyvus out a bit, but this is far from over.
Absolutely.
Anything could change in the second set.
Yes, we saw a lot of signs of promise from that Bowser. All he needed was a couple of clean hits, and he would have been able to take that game, a complete reversal of the previous game, but let's see how he goes into this new set, the second set.
And also which character he's going to pick. He did do quite well with Bowser, but Ridley, probably his bread and butter. We'll see what he's going to stick with. It's going to be Pokemon Stadium 2 yet again. Seems to be a comfort pick for this player. Wario, of course, from Glutonny. I don't think we're going to see him deviate from that, even in Smash 6.
And Vreyvus thinking very carefully about his character choice. Is he going to go for the Ridley? Yes, he is.
That's what got you here, man. Of course, Bowser did a little bit of the work as well, but largely in part due to Ridley is Vreyvus sitting formerly on the winner's side of things in grand finals, but now both players on even footing. No room to gather data anymore. It's all about taking this W, taking this gold medal for Valhalla 2.
And Glutonny just carrying forward the momentum that he had from the previous game, trying to tack on as much damage onto Vreyvus as possible.
Relatively even start here. Yes, down tilt to forward air, just these bread and butter combos, man. Ridley has so many effective two pieces. Oh, and then as soon as he conditions you to shield his giant moves, he's going to pick you up with that side B.
That was excellent, and now it really feels like Vreyvus he's finding his footing once again. After that Bowser, after the signs of life that Bowser was able to show, he feels like, okay, I can enter this new set with newfound confidence and actually fight his Glutonny.
Oh, and he sends him to Valhalla!
Down to the depths with you, Wario. The wing blitz coming through, the double kick down.
And the discipline from Vreyvus is crazy. You see him walking back and forth in neutral so frequently while barely managing to hang on. Uses his jumps. Yes, Glutonny getting a bit eager to challenge.
And this is the first lead that Vreyvus has had all set. This is huge for him. He can now play the more conservative game that he's been wanting to likely play throughout this entire set, and it simply hasn't been able to.
Now, depending on the hits that Glutonny is going for, Vreyvus could be content just trading over and over again. If it's forward airs, if it's neutral airs, these placement hits that Wario has, Ridley, pound for pound, does outdamage Wario, I'd say, overall. Oh, but there we go. Back air. That's one of those big hits you can't trade with. And just pressing this range advantage as far as he can, trying to stay tail distance away from Wario, roughly. But you can't be too patient because that's just more and more gas building up in Wario. And yes, there we go. Full waft is ready to go. And Glutonny not known for whiffing his wafts whatsoever. Saw a couple off the mark in the set with light, but I don't know, against such a big target, he's going to be hard-pressed to avoid it.
Very good get-up attack. You know what Vreyvus wanted there. He wanted the forward smash and to extend the hitbox of that with that bike.
Oh, no, and he misses it due to the invincibility on the knockdown. Okay, just going to go for the down air, fend off all that pressure. Vreyvus still hanging on to a bit of a lead here. Yes, two up tilts, trapping the landing. There we go.
Very nice, getting the back air up smash, and now Vreyvus. One stock left on Glutonny.
And that waft was just spent about 25, 30 seconds ago, too. So he's going to have to kill a lot of time in order to put that back on. Just getting in there with that bike, that up forward angle, so difficult to protect yourself from. Recovers straight up. Here we go, Glutonny looking for probably a forward throw in the corner, but no, not managing to scare Vreyvus into his shield. Oh, I love that tech chase. Just turn around. Ridley's so huge.
Again, he went for it. The platform tech chase, and he ended up losing his stock for it, unfortunately.
Still anybody's game. Glutonny now approaching that full waft yet again. Oh, and doesn't get the second up air. Keeps attempting it. Not going to pan out. Oh, and the directional air dodge. He's getting the chase. Glutonny back in the lead. Uh-oh. Oh, and he drops
all the way down.
That was a 0 to death, was it not?
Yeah, perfect stop pretty much. That was incredible play coming out from Glutonny.
Wow, what a game.
And after Vreyvus had all the control and the lead the entire game, Glutonny just snatches victory from the jaws of defeat.
This guy is ridiculous. Clutch factor through the roof. And of course his character lends itself to that kind of style, but even if he didn't have a waft, best believe this guy would still be pulling off these miraculous victories.
Oh, absolutely. We saw that in previous sets. He'd use his waft and it wouldn't get the kill, but then he'd still find a way to just kind of snowball that momentum regardless. That's the kind of player that Glutonny is, and that is why he is seen as one of the best, well, the best in Europe outside of Mr. R for such a long time.
Yeah, he's one of ours now, you know, Mr. R.
Yeah, well,
and if Glutonny keeps winning, we'll take him too. Just kidding, bro. Here we go. Battlefield for the second game of the set. Great layout overall for Ridley, I'd say. Again, those neutral air and up smash tech chases are so potent. We haven't really seen it come through too much for Vreyvus, but if he does manage to get the knockdowns on the platforms, it's definitely going to make an appearance. Just throwing the bike, using it as a projectile, something that Wario doesn't have available to him otherwise. And you see how it stopped the fireballs cold.
Not to mention, of course, these platforms really helpful for Wario as well. We saw that extension of the combo, and now Vreyvus sitting at 92%.
Yeah, bleeding out quite a bit, and Ridley not the heaviest considering his size, and Wario exactly the opposite. Deceptive weights on these characters.
I think either these two characters are the same weight or Wario is slightly heavier, but
yeah,
very, very similar in weight despite the size difference.
Yeah, I think Wario is slightly heavier, but I got to check those values. Yeah, let's get the Kurogane going. Either way. Oh, there we go. Glutonny stuck on the platform. You see the up smash come out from Vreyvus, but he's ready to block it.
I'm looking for that up smash, particularly on the platform. Great grab.
Yep, no way for him to find a kill off of that. No kill confirms, and not a lot of raw power on his throws.
Yeah, these two characters both identical in weight. Excellent space power rush. Not enough to take the stock just yet.
Thank you, Kurogane Hammer.
An absolute blessing.
Yeah, for real, man.
Wow, low profiling the bike throw. That's not something that you could often say about Ridley, but his own bike coming to bite him. And taking his first stock.
What is it, 106 for both?
107.
107, all right. Oh, trying to hit him on the ledge with the down tilt. Oh, a B reverse, slightly off target.
I like that, going for the jabs, going for quick hits that allow him to beat spot dodge, but small reward, but a reward nonetheless. And now Vreyvus able to expand this lead bit by bit.
And it's looking like quite a few bits at this point, man. Almost a full stock up, and all the kill power this character brings to the table is not going to be from that side B, but any smash and back air, even up air probably will do the job right now.
And again, I just love the way that Vreyvus is playing this. You know, but he gets clapped into the sky for being a little bit too conservative right there. That said, though, 114%, this is a lead, but wait, why did I call it a lead? He's fighting Wario. He's fighting Glutonny's Wario. This isn't a real lead. All Glutonny needs is a couple of good hits, and he could very well take the lead in this game. And there's the start.
Uh-oh, only a few percent off from when.
All right, very, very good. Overextending with that second up tilt, and Vreyvus out there with a back air out of shield to punish. Really, really nice. Now, this is looking like a solid lead for Vreyvus.
Yep, and that waft just a little bit less threatening as such. Glutonny going to have to land it to close the stock, or earn it the hard way without taking too much damage, and then use it to seal the deal in the game. What?
He got a nair at 22 and he died! He died! Where did the lead go, Max? Where did it go?
Straight to Valhalla, man. All right, Vreyvus is going to have to earn this one. No stock lead to play with anymore, and Glutonny building more momentum. Okay, fends him off with the forward tilt. Yes, dash attack with the bike in hand. Knows that Glutonny's going to have some downtime for that. Love these up tilts, though. Ridley's so good at poking through platforms. Whip forward smash is going to be one in response from Glutonny.
That said, though, finally, Vreyvus does have a lead once again, and waft is not as much of a factor. That said, though, if it's charged enough, Ridley will still probably die to the next one. Oh, there we go. Directional air dodge is going to be a punish. So close between both these players. Very nice high recovery coming out from Ridley. straight to the ledge, but will catch him with the forward air.
Uh-oh, and this is trouble. Can he drift? Yes, okay. Wide enough of a character that he can still grab
out
it.
in that Space Pirate Rush.
He's got his jumps available. Glutonny just hanging on to the bike. Yeah, he's going to invincible through it.
Expecting the roll there, but Vreyvus wisely not giving it to him. And Waft expended.
This is so dangerous, but is he going to go for the down air? No, Glutonny respecting. He knows that up B has such a huge hitbox above it. He's just going to wait, go for the lead trap. Forward throw will probably kill at this percent as well. He's not invincible, but no, able to get off.
Wow, he was on the ledge for so long, and he managed to make it back unscathed.
Vreyvus, are you about to even the setup? Yes, you are!
Oh, yes, 1-1 finally. Vreyvus able to get one on the board versus one of the best players in Europe.
Jeez, dude, I took European history in high school, but I'm watching it live in front of me here at Valhalla 2.
This is insane.
As the ink is drying on the pages, Vreyvus and Glutonny vying for the first major European international title.
And this will be absolutely huge for whoever wins this. Both of them definitely wanting to get as much. They really want this win. They really, really want this win. This is such an important win for Smash Ultimate history.
And just at the beginning of the game, too, things are already heating up, man. We don't even know how to play this game very well, and it's already so sick. Okay, it's going to be Vreyvus getting first blood, but Glutonny ready to respond. Pokemon Stadium 2, these guys have played here quite a bit already. Up tilt to Nair, yep, just building those two pieces over and over again.
That is how Ridley works. He patiently waits for an opportunity. And you know, I really love this. I feel like the way that Vreyvus is playing Ridley encompasses him as a character. Ridley is not some savage beast. Ridley is a cunning, smart murderer. He waits for his opportunities. He's an opportunist, and he snatches them with huge hits like that.
But then when he gets it, he might just kill your parents. So, you know, hard to call him not very savage.
Indeed.
And I feel like he's playing almost like Sagat in Street Fighter, you know? These fireballs, these long pokes, the patience, just walking back and forth.
And the way that he's answering Glutonny in the air with these neutral airs.
Oh, and he meets him halfway with the back air, catching the jump off the bike. People have been letting Glutonny get away with murder with that move. But Vreyvus says, you know what? I've got the experience. I've played online enough to know these obscure matchups, perhaps. And he's not getting caught off guard.
Not only that, but he's also been able to gather the data from the previous set. He's also been able to see what sort of habits Glutonny has and what he's been going for. And again, he's so good at catching those jumps. Another one. Oh, okay, lands back on the stage. Yep,
that directional air dodge saving Glutonny's skin right there, but he's still down a stock, and a directional air dodge of Vreyvus' own, getting him back. Oh, so close.
So close. That forward smash is ludicrously strong, even with the raise that he might have been able to get the stock there. I don't know.
Glutonny trying to push the advantage here at the edge, but just getting his hitbox beaten out.
The tech chase right there. It's just, it's so easy with that giant up smash.
Yeah, you just have to hold A and react. Oh, the fade back from Glutonny, taking advantage of Wario's great aerial mobility, and of course, directional air dodge. Trying to poke through with his wings, not just the up B, but the up air as well. Either way, Glutonny finally going to close out that first stock. Quite a bit of damage on himself, but he's got the waft, the swing factor that he needs.
Now, you were mentioning before that the bike stops the plasma stream fireballs, but you could flip that on its head and say that the plasma stream fireballs also stop the bike.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Is he alive? Yes, he is.
Alive. Great DI coming out from Vreyvus, allowing him to survive that waft, and that is huge for him.
And I love how when Wario was sitting there with the chomp open at the ledge, Vreyvus didn't press too far forward with his ledge hop drift. That would have gotten him eaten up. He just took full advantage of his great range on the forward air and great range on the back air as well. This is anybody's game still, but Vreyvus looking quite sharp.
Incredibly sharp. The tip of that tail, so strong. The tip of those toes, so powerful. And the crowd erupting for Vreyvus. They really want this man to get this game to get another one on the board versus Glutonny.
Would be so fitting for a Scandinavian to take home Valhalla, but he's going to have to do a lot more work. Glutonny keeping it close, only a double-digit, well, low double-digit deficit.
13% on Glutonny at the moment. Once again, willing to play this slow, conservative gameplay.
Oh, and that chomp at the edge just so effective. So many options get shut off by that. You have to be ready for it.
Yeah, that is one of the only command grabs in the game where its active frames cleanly are able to beat spot dodge.
Down throw, forward air, keeps the damage coming.
His jump is gone. Gluto needs to land. He managed to find his way back down.
Gluto able to stick a button out before that shield grab went through, but caught in the bike. Vreyvus so close here, but he needs to act quickly. That waft is building. Even the half waft will probably do the job near the edge.
All these nairs a little bit too risky. He's committing a bit too hard, maybe losing a bit of his patience, wanting to end this as quickly as possible. Good up smash though.
Just needs one more to close it out, but you see the hesitation. He didn't even want to put his shield up. Uh-oh, and Glutonny ready for that. You see the conditioning. He's going to throw the chomp out, but cut it short just in case. Vreyvus, oh no!
Oh no, the waft came out and he was able to get the KO! Vreyvus so close, but overextended trying to punish that down air and took a waft for it. And you want to know the crazy thing, Max? Had it been a full charge waft, he would have probably got that punish.
Yes.
But because it was half charge, because it was the faster waft, he wasn't able to get it.
Just needed to pay Glutonny a little bit more respect. Continue to hold shield. You got to watch the timer. The visual cue is not always there, only after 2 minutes.
My goodness, and now Glutonny 1 game away from taking Valhalla to one of the largest ultimate tournaments so far in Europe. Over, I believe, around 250 entrants from all across Europe as well as the US as well. But man, this tournament all coming down to this. And it has been wild.
Vreyvus' home country of Sweden, the most represented country here at Valhalla, despite it being a Danish tournament. So we'll see if he can bring this home for Scandinavia. Glutonny, though, looking real good for Western Europe. This man only dropping 1 set to light, immediately got his revenge in the loser's bracket. Okay, after the bike cracks, the fireballs continue to go through. We've got such a patient start from both of these guys. Glutonny, though, when he is at the edge and his opponent's hanging on it, just such an intimidating presence.
And Vreyvus, it feels like he's just having a little bit more trouble weaving around Gluto's offense. Before, when he had the other stages, the other platforms, he was doing a much better job, but on the more flat stages, it seems like he's struggling slightly. Oh, tries to read the roll, but Vreyvus not giving it to him.
Glutonny just continuing to get these chases with dash attacks. Yes, the neutral air to fend pressure off. Any potential pressure that didn't even get to start. Oh, Vreyvus getting in there with the command grab. Yes, but Glutonny ready for the release this time.
That down tilt is, I believe, frame 3. That is faster than any of Ridley's grounded buttons. Ridley's fastest being frame 4 with that jab.
Yeah, despite his huge size, this guy's got some pretty quick moves.
All right, Vreyvus at the deficit, but he's still in a pretty decent position, has center stage, but Glutonny steals it back from him.
Are you going to tech that? No, not even with the opportunity. It's going to be the backward hit of the down air. Glutonny 2 stocks away from being your Valhalla 2 champion. That up tilt, man, such a good move in this game after being pretty trash for 2 in a row.
Well, again, trying to read the roll. He did get the re-grab, so roll is very, very common option. But again, Glutonny not giving it to him. Good air dodge coming out from Vreyvus.
Yeah, I like the fearlessness, choosing get-up attack when you have no invincibility. Oh, and that waft online with this kind of lead. Glutonny looking in great shape to take this home. But I don't know, Vreyvus has surprised all of us by making it this far. I'm sure he could surprise us by making a comeback like this.
All right, very, very nice. It's the first time he's really approached in with down tilt.
Yeah, Wario not a character who spends too much time on the ground, so that effectiveness is a little bit reduced against him. Oh, he falls from the ledge with neutral.
That's going to be a punish. Yeah, that is the stock. And now Glutonny sitting 3-1. This is very reminiscent of what was happening in the first set. Despite fantastic gameplay coming out from Vreyvus, this is really beginning to snowball for Glutonny. He still has waft on deck as well, and the bike tacking on 44% by itself.
Exactly what I was going to say. So smart of Glutonny to get that kill with down air rather than the waft. It puts him in an excellent position to close the door on this set. We hear the whole crowd in favor of Vreyvus right now.
And there it is, the up tilt into the waft, taking Valhalla 2 for Glutonny, the first winner coming off of back-to-back victories first from Ultimate Wanted, and now Valhalla 2. Congratulations to Glutonny.
Winning tournaments over Americans, winning tournaments over Scandinavians, other mainland Europeans. Dude, Glutonny is a player to watch out for in Ultimate for sure. Of course, you could say the same about his history in Brawl and Smash 4, right?
Yes.
But in Smash 4, Wario just not a very good character overall. I mean, he was really the only one putting in that level of work